All right, so today it's day 126. Something I've recognized and noticed recently, your habits are like really fucking important. And I know we all think we know that, but as I continue on the journey, it's almost as if there's so many levels of understanding, and the way you generally know you understand it is always going to be through action. And it's so hard to almost explain or even like document. Even with the gym, you've been doing it for years, but then now you rest a new understanding. So you take it even more seriously, even though you already been doing it consistently for years. But there's so much avenues, different ways to improve. That's why I always say you can't get comfortable. Comfort is also the enemy. Besides pleasure, comfort is the enemy too. That's why I really love the not good enough. Keep going. That's why I've started a new part of my fitness journey, which will be documented too. We'll call it the Lean Chronicles, or Becoming Lean, whatever. But it's just something I've never done before. And maybe some of you guys can relate because you might be skinnier and tall like me, but you know how it is when you have a good metabolism. You can eat whatever, and it's just impossible to gain weight. For years, just struggling. Struggling to gain weight. But it's finally not a problem. So we can finally cut and reveal that armor, reveal all the hard work. That's how I look at it. It's been an interesting journey so far because I'm starting to recognize like, wow, it's not difficult. But that's more so because I already had enough merit and experience doing other difficult things. Making minor tweaks for me isn't as hard as maybe someone that hasn't been to the gym, for years, hasn't been eating the same meals. So everyone's gonna have unique advantages as you're gonna be on different part of your journey. But definitely take advantage of them and remember them. The gym, SR, diet, these are also, this is how you build evidence. Merit too helps your confidence. It helps you confide in yourself and recognize that you are that guy because you do something so few people actually do. There's a lot of, and this is what, not that it bothers me, but at this point I don't really care. People are gonna do what they want, but there are a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, I work out." You don't fucking work out, man. And if you do, it's only been for a year. Like I have no merit of working. It's not a lifestyle yet. People work out 6-8 months. I've always worked out. No, you haven't. It's been a fucking year. Like, man. And I had to check myself on this too, because people I'm saying online, like, damn, they've been lifting since they got 5 more years of experience. They have a decade of lifting experience. I'm like, wow, you think 5, 6 or something now is like for 10, 12. But I really feel like, let's say 10 plus years, that's definitely where you're going to see the fruits of your labor. Because for me, it's almost as if I'm close. I know I'm close. Like I've been doing these things for years, getting close. I started reading Atomic Habits again. And I think it's really important. Read books that you've read in the past, because as you vibrate higher, you got a higher frequency, higher vibration, you'll be able to actually read, but then you'll be able to apply these things a lot faster than before. But your habits are so important. That's why you have to keep developing them and make sure they're good habits that are reflecting the person you want to become. And this made me really audit my daily habits. I'm like, okay, now, boom, that's good. Boom, waking up early, no phone, boom. Like basic things, but you just got to keep it consistent. Keep it consistent. Because for me, it's been like, okay, we got to focus on the simple things. Keep doing the simple things genuinely, properly, and be consistent, and boom, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. A shout out to Retard Max. I got to make a video on, I think I'll probably do that soon. Retard Max. And I'm starting the Retard Max. Just more doing, less thinking. I record these videos. I don't know what I'm doing. I just record them. But I think it's good to build a habit, If you analyze paralysis and all this, you're never going to do it. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just start. But SR gave me the confidence to start recording these videos, because I think it's important to get the message out there and just, start creating more instead of just consuming brain rot and goy slop and a bunch of other bullshit. So that's why another reason I put these videos out there. It's also to help you guys too, because I know, and this is something I've had to reflect on very recently. It's recently crossed my mind, like, damn, there's really no one around me that inspires me. And I've always been thinking, I'm like, why am I always the one telling people, oh, they got to work out, oh, they got to hit the protein goal? Things that it's like we all know we should be doing, but it feels like you're trying to drag people to a certain point. And I was like, wow, it finally clicks like, wow, that's actually, that's not, I'm not the problem. My environment's the problem. This is why we seek it out online so much, like that community. But for me, when you generally meet someone online or whatever, that's literally like you, all you need is one person like that, because now you're like, oh, I'm not crazy. There's other people out there that are locked in. The things I'm doing, they've done just longer. So there's something good at the end of the tunnel. Like, you're not crazy. You're not crazy for thinking it's a problem for not in your protein goal. And if you think, oh, it's not a big deal, your standards are too low. It's just keeping it a bug. It actually is a fucking big deal. But some people think like, wow, like, yeah, it's not me. Like, I'm not the problem. Which sounds kind of crazy, but not in that case. Because I know I'm doing the right things. But it's more so your environment. It's going to come at maybe a different time for them. Or maybe they're just not as serious as you thought, which is okay. But it's made me reflect on, okay, you have to view people presently. What are they doing presently? Not what they want to do, not what they say they're doing, what they are actually actively doing. And that's where I say you see things as they are. This person might say this, and that, but they don't do the basic things. So I'm not inspired. So I don't want to be like that person. Conversely, you don't want to be around that person. And it's not even being selfish, or if you want to get to a certain place, you got to surround yourself with people that are going there or already there. That's the only way. Because the journey has made me really start to understand people a lot more. And it's really, like, especially in the gym, man, let me tell you the easiest way to know someone's serious about the gym journey. If they ask, should I take peptides? If they even have to ask the question, they're not locked in. They're really not locked in. I got to I'm going to do a video on that too. The whole peptides, the GLP, all this bullshit people want to do instead of just putting in the hard work consistently. There are no fucking shortcuts. Shit actually pisses me off. Like, it actually pisses me off. People want to look like fucking anime characters like Austin, like, in less than like a year. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I've been lifting up for 5 years and I'm nowhere close to the point I want to get to. Even though that's another thing too. We're going to quickly talk about body dysmorphia. Man, it gets so bad. It gets so bad because you're like, wow, you see people online and you're like, damn, I don't mog. But then you look at the people around you, like, okay, relative to them, I'm the 1%. But then you're like, nah, bar can't be that low. So you want to surround yourself with people that are in shape, very lean or whatever, and then strive to be better than them, all on the same level. That's how I feel now. Because for me, whenever someone they haven't seen me on, they're like, oh, damn, like, you look like a fucking basketball player. You know, I guess that's another thing too. So maybe I'm not as good as I thought. People are like, oh, you look like you're on a basketball team. I remember one time I was grocery shopping and the guy was like, man, you know, if it was like 5, 6 like in the basketball game, like I would pass the ball to you. I guess it just looks like that, you know, I was an athlete. I was like, okay. So there's subtle signs like that, you know, it looks like I work out, but I don't know, when you're tall and you're like, damn it, it's like I work out. Cause I feel like a lot of us, yeah, we work out, you know, for us mainly, but you know, you want to look like you work out because you've spent so much time, you know. If I really were to audit the amount of times researching I actually spent in the gym, the diet part too, because when you actually hit your protein goal, you're going to realize, oh, it actually takes time because you have to eat all those meals. And I mean, consistently, you have to eat all those meals. It's not as easy. Well, it's easy now for me, but you know, I get it. If you're not at that point, if your standards are so low, it's like, oh, I got to eat. Oh, I got to eat again. Oh, I can't grab the combo cookie. You know, oh, I can't go out because it's going to deter me from my protein goal, or you're going to eat some goy slop or some bullshit. But as soon as your standards get higher and higher, the stuff becomes very effortless. I think maybe the secret to SR is ultimately just raising your standards. That's why I preach the gym. I'll preach in every video to the end of time because many people genuinely, women too, you guys don't understand how important the gym is. You guys don't get it. The gym is the first way to practice delayed gratification. It has nothing to do with you looking better, even being healthier. It's just a way to practice delayed gratification. And as a consequence, you get healthier and you look better. But the gym is, got to do a whole series on the gym in itself, honestly. But the gym it really will change you. Because now, and it's crazy, because if people were to disrespect me now, if I were to look at them or I know them in person, I'm like, these they don't work out. They don't take this shit seriously. How can I let anything they say bother me when they're not doing the things that I'm doing and they're not going where I'm going? So why would I let it bother me? And that's why I would say you gain this like Superman armor. You just stop giving a fuck, because how could bots and NPCs, people, if your waist is like 40 and you're telling people, oh, you're not lean enough, or oh, it doesn't really work out, but that person's, their waist is 40, like, come on, like, what are we doing? That person needs to actually look in the mirror and start getting locked in. Like, come on. And this is why retard maxing is important, because just start doing it. I'm like, I'm gonna figure out all this conscious shit. Let me just start recording more, start posting, because it's like, fuck it. Like, why not? And the SR give you that, fuck it, why not? Like, what do I have to lose? Might as well. Like, if not now, then when? And you start doing it. And you continue to do it. Because originally, the reason I started was I just wanted to see how far I could take it. But now I'm like, oh, it's kind of a lifestyle now. So I never really had a set amount of days in mind. And I think that might be a trap too for a lot of us. Oh, I'll just get to 90 days. And then at that point, you think it's like gaining Bankai or something. Everything's going to work out from that. Like, no, you probably would take much longer to get to that point. But you have to view it as lifestyle. The same thing with the gym and health. See, for me, I can eat the same boring meals because I've had to reframe that food it's to fuel my body. It's not because it tastes good. The reason it's so easy for me to eat eggs and ground meat daily is because I just eat for fuel. It's to fuel my body and fuel my hormones. It tastes pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but that's the secondary effect. I didn't do it for the taste. But if the only reason you eat is it has to taste good, you're cooked. You were cooked. You will never get the physique you want if every time, oh, I gotta eat for taste. Because when you get that crumble cookie, it's only for taste. There's no other reason. There's no benefits. It's got hella cal, man. Those cookies are so cooked. And you see, I know that. A lot of people, you guys don't understand how bad some food is for you. Like the actual science. They'll talk about it in their video. But the actual science behind certain, man. But even then, you have to be at a certain part of the journey to even like understand those things. I know a lot of people are worried about like other illnesses, heart attacks. You guys need to be worried about diabetes. Man, it's only going to get worse. All the cookies, the constant snacking. Diabetes is what we have to worry about, honestly. And this is why it's very important. Because remember, if you work out and you just do all these activities and stuff, you can naturally eat more, but you can still eat more carbs. You'll be more insulin sensitive, so it won't get stored as fat. You won't literally be fat. You'll be healthier. You won't be diabetic. This is why you have to work out. There are too many benefits. Let me tell you how I know the bar is so low. You could write a 30-page paper on why you should work out, and there are people that still don't do it. Realistic about this, there are people, a whole week passes, genuinely a whole fucking week passes, and they don't work out. They don't go to the gym. And the worst part is, it wouldn't even be so bad if their diet was locked. There's a small amount of people out there. They don't work out, but their diet's locked in ways you can't imagine. But it's so little. So there are people, the bar is that low where they don't work out the whole week. But then there are the people, oh, I'm busy. Okay. So the people working 60, 70 hours and they still work out 5 times a week, still meal prep their meals, hit the protein goal. You're not working more than them. You have to check yourself. If you're like, I can't work out, standards are too low. It's made me think like, wow, like there's no more missed workouts. The bar, if you miss a workout, the bar is too low. Standards are too low. That's why it occurred. This is why you have to. All it takes is one. If you find one person that's more locked in than you, that you know in person, or you can just see, or you interact with in some community, that's all you need. For me, that was like that. That's really all I needed. I was like, okay, there's someone else out me. There are other niggas. They like anime. They play video games, but they're locked in. That's all you know is there's one more person out there that you're not crazy. I cannot express the relief that comes from that. Because you'll think, oh, why am I always, they think I'm weird for being locked in, eating the same meals, trying to better myself. Like, people are going to put you down for that because they're vibrating so low. It's like they can't even comprehend. Why do you take the gym so serious? What about balance? Fuck balance. I swear, it's going to be fucking crash out. It's going to make me crash if I hear about this balance bullshit one more fucking time. What about balance? What about balance? Look at Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, any great person. There's no balance. Not in the way you guys think. See, balance for most people that try to eat healthy is, okay, I'm gonna maybe hit my protein goal 3 days out of the week, and then I'm gonna have caramel cookie 2 times that week. People think that's balance. If you were to really stretch it, balance would be you hit your protein goal every day, and you had maybe dessert once or twice a week, and it wasn't some caramel cookie. It was like something you made from scratch at home. That'd be a cheat meal. But a cheat meal for most people is, oh, okay, we just get fast food just because I went 5 days of eating clean, so now I deserve McDonald's. No, you don't. You haven't been doing it long enough. So no, you don't. If you've been working out for a year or two, that's not long enough. It's not long enough. It's maybe wow, like, okay, let me keep working out, and then when I get to 10 years of lifting, then maybe I could start to complain. But by then, you're going to be like, oh, wow. You're going to look around like, oh, wow, maybe actually 10 years was all I needed, or maybe 8 or 6. But just got to give things more time. But you can give it less time, but only if you're genuinely consistent. For me, I'm like, the bar is, I'm telling you, the bar is so much higher now. Even for my junior, I was like, okay, let me think. Okay, this is a new standard. So now let me go multiple months without missing a single workout. Because most of us, we're pretty locked in. Let's not lie, right? We're pretty locked in. But occasionally, you might miss one workout. But boom, I made it now for me. So it's like, okay, if I miss Monday, boom, I can make it up Tuesday. As long as they're going 4 days a week minimum, boom, you're good. But it's when you realize, oh, okay, this is the bar. We don't fall below this point. We stay at this point because all these things have to become like breathing. I always say like breathing because it has to be very easy. And I just prefer it that way. You see, you need routine, structure, and discipline because when I wake up, okay, boom, I know I'm going to make my yogurt bowl after my workout. I'm going to have either eggs or ground beef, depending on if it's thawed out or whatever. But there's so much less things to think about. It just makes it effortless, very easy. That's what makes it sustainable. That I can actually do these things as a lifestyle because there's no friction. I don't have to think much. A lot of you need variety with foods. For what? That's one more thing to think about. There's already so much shit you're thinking about. You're probably in debt. This, oh, the girl don't like me, fucking, I'm fat. My waist is 42 and I'm 5'10". Like, there's a lot of shit you're probably thinking about. So at least if you eat the same meals, work out at the same time, week on weekend, those are just lessons to think about. So you can focus on other things and slowly start to locking in and getting better. And it's made you realize, wow, your standards and your habits, man, it's really only the beginning. But for me, the coolest in the journey, it's really, you actually do become an anime character. You know, it's like Solo Leveling, Jinwoo. Like right now, most of us are probably D, E, let me think, B rank, maybe B, C rank, maybe A rank if you've been locked in for a little bit. But you just want to keep going because you want to get to S rank. You want to get to Ultra Instinct. Like right now, maybe I'm like Super Saiyan 2, trying to get to Super Saiyan 3, then, God Ki, and then, Ultra Instinct, where you just on fucking that level. But it's really fun to see how far, okay, let me actually do this with these standards consistently now for a really long period of time. Let me see how far I can push this. Pain is really good. And the gym will teach you that. They're going to really push yourself. See, for me, and now this might be not even controversial, but maybe twice in my lifting journey, I almost got injured. Not maybe, but The first time, I think I was just squatting a little too heavy, but that's why you have to know your limits, but you want to get very close. Like a slight sprain that may take the day or two to heal, I'm okay with that if it got me a new limit. And I learned that recently. Funny story. Maybe that could be a whole story time, maybe. How I broke my phone, but I had a PR, so I'm like, it was worth it. But I was doing 75s, shoulder press, and my left arm gave out. I did one set for 5 or 6, and the second set, I was like, okay, let me do one more. And I got 3 reps, and I'm trying to go for 4, but my left arm gives out. So I had to drop it, and it falls, my phone completely shattered. But I'm still glad I pushed myself, because I was pushing myself, those previous workouts. I mean, exercised in the workout and then got to that point, still did it, still had a PR. So like, okay, fine. But the gym makes you really push and challenge yourself. You ever just wonder, and this is sad to say, many people, maybe they don't, but you ever think, okay, like how far can we take it? What if we keep going? What if I don't quit here? Like what happens? But what if I actually lock in even more? What happens? Like I'll put on more muscle and I'll get leaner. So how am I going to look? I'm like, damn, that's pretty exciting. Let's actually pursue that and see what happens. Because why not? Right? Because the self-improvement journey, you go on this journey till you die. So I'm like, might as well, lock in. Might as well do it, right? I don't see why not. I don't see why I wouldn't lock in. And that's why I take it more serious now than ever. I'm sure that the times will come where I'll be able to joke around and stuff. But right now, just trying to be as locked in as possible. Get more of these videos out to you guys. And just keep growing, keep improving, keep increasing the vibration. Because now I know there's genuinely other people out there. Specifically, shout out to my niggas. Like, y'all know, man, niggas love to hate. Oh my God. So to know our niggas out there, because most niggas like anime, but know other niggas out there that actually want to lock in and won't clown other people for trying to improve themselves, like better their health and stuff. You guys are the real ones, man. Y'all the real MVPs. Because some niggas, man, niggas love to hate. Niggas love to hate. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that's it. Day 126. Stay tuned for the next one. Stay locked in.